Let's do an unboxing video. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's probably not going to be a good one because I don't have a wide-angle lens to be able to show you all this stuff. But I got a box in yesterday that I'm excited about because I've been looking for this thing for quite a long time now. It's this old Cidco CST2100 screen phone that I had way back. I've actually owned several of these same phones throughout my life. You know, they get lost or broken due to various whatever happens over the years. I finally found one in mint condition on eBay, and I just got it, and I'm going to unbox this thing and show you what it is. Because this, in my opinion, of all of the... Now this is a... like, man, you bought a landline phone? Well, I use Magic Jack, which I can use on the go with the cell phone, or yes, I like having a landline phone because I'm in business, and it's just good to have a phone. I like having a desk phone. Call me old school. This was the best desk phone I ever owned in my life. I don't know how many times. I think it came out in 1998-ish. No, it was before that. Probably more like 1995, because this came out when Southwestern Bell had a thing called Easy Options, which was like all of your caller ID, your call waiting. I mean, this is old school stuff. You know, your call notes, what they call their digital answering service. And this was like the top of the line phone that you could get back then that was compatible with all these options and actually put it all on the screen for you. So you just pick your thing. It's got a huge screen. Let me get it out of the box. I'll show it to you. I can't believe it. The ad on eBay said factory refurbished, but it's got like all of the factory stuff on it. I could tell that the power pack, the cables, nothing's been used. So it's indeed, may not be brand new, but it does look like that it's factory. See, man, it is packed very well too. I got bubble pop all around it. Hang on, let me just cut this off here. Now, I'm kind of nostalgic about a couple things in life. One thing is an old bubblegum tank, fish tank that I got for Christmas one year, I think, that never had any fish in it. I don't recall, but it made a really cool nightlight. And I bought that thing a couple times in my life too. That was like from my childhood, and I'm still looking for that. It's an old pair of like Pioneer bookshelf speakers. Didn't have very good specs, but they mean something to me because I got them one year for Christmas when I was 12, 13, 14, something like that. And then this phone, which I've been looking for forever. I finally found it. And I've seen it a couple times on eBay, used, more than slightly used. And I'm like, I don't want to buy it if it's going to be all broken, not work right, you know. I'm not really looking to refurbish it myself. I was looking for one in mint condition or something sealed from the factory. Wait till you see. Oh, there it is. Look at that. This is the Southwestern Bell 1990-ish sometime screen phone from Cidco. The lighting sucks in here, I apologize. It's still got the, hang on. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. Just gonna give you a better view of this thing. It's still got the stuff on the screen, you know, the stuff they put on the, I know what it is, my contrast is too high. There we go. Bear with me. I'll get it going here. Oh, there you go. That is vintage desk phone right there, man. Look at that. That's the Cidco CST2100. This phone is like a tank. This is like, compare it to like a, what do you call it? Like a PlayStation joystick versus the old first Nintendo joysticks. You know, the ones that were indestructible. This is like the, you know, oh my God. Cidco made a keyboard that went with this thing that has like a PS2 jack, although a PS2 keyboard will not work on it. It has to be that specific keyboard. Just because it has, one thing I like about it, it's got a 9-position speed dial. Right, it's got these, all these buttons on the side. Each one of those, you have a speed dial. And then it has like a hundreds of, I forget how many it is, has a huge directory, which made it a good business phone. Because like all people that I work with, you just put their stuff in there. It's backed up by a 9-volt battery, of course, so you gotta make sure you can, I think it came with that actually too. Let me dig into the rest of the box here. Oh, look at this. mean, it's wall mountable. So none of this has been opened. This is crazy. Wow. So you can attach this bracket to the back of it, like just snaps in place, and then you can mount it on the wall. Or it's not really official. It doesn't snap in place this way. You can actually reverse that, and it gives you a really big, you know, one of those phones like you see in an office building that almost stand straight up. But it gives you a really good, you can set it flat like that, you know what I mean? Whereas the way you're supposed to do it, the screen pops up. So that's your normal position. So you can have it in that position, or you could reverse the back. I always like that option. So there's that. There's the back piece. These cords, you can tell when a cord has been unwrapped, right? These are factory wrapped cords. These have not been used. You can just tell from like, you can tell when a bread tie's only been twisted one time, you know. This is fresh stuff. It's got the short cord. I do still have my long cord from my old one. It's because it's back in the day when we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have Skype or Discord, or we didn't have the internet. You know how we did it back in the day? We took the phone with a 25-foot cord and walked around the house with it. And that's what I love about this handset. This thing, again, this is the Nintendo joystick of phone. It's heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. Whereas the one that I'm currently using, very, very light, very flimsy. This has actually, I've had this apart, has weights in it. Has weights in the top and the bottom. It's got the big speaker, good quality microphone. The handset is, this is my favorite phone I've ever owned in my life. What else we got here? And the huge power pack. Again, the twisty has not even been twisted off one time. It runs on 12 volt DC, 600 milliamp. And look at that. You know, that's not a Railvac, or that's the factory battery. You know, that's one of those batteries that ship with completely. I'm so stoked that I found this thing. Let's hook it up just so you can see what the screen looks like. I have been looking for this thing forever, because being back in business, this really was a great business phone. Because like I say, it's got the huge directory. It's got the huge LCD. The LCD screen is backlit by neon, which I think is pretty cool. Although over a big amount of time, the neon will wear out faster than today's LED stuff. If I remember correctly, when you first plug it in to get the display to work, let's look at that. Let's take off that factory seal. That's never been peeled off. Oh my god. It's got timer. Looks like it's got a little bit of, yeah. I think what you do is hang it up first. Extension in use. Yeah, you have to hook it up to the phone line, or it'll say extension in use. But it's got the big, like, let's see, speed dial. Your speed dial is empty, so none of the options now. But it's like, has all kinds of, you know, basic, you know, it's a 90s huge caller ID phone with a big directory and a nice, I mean, oh, I love the red light. I've always loved the red light on the top. When you have new calls, that red light will be flashing to let you know. I mean, this was made, like I said, to go with Southwestern Bell's easy options. There's a whole package. This thing, let's plug it in and see. It would dial a phone number. It would dial into AT&T server when you first bought it, and then it would ask AT&T what options you have, and then it would load it on the phone for you. So, you know, if you had caller ID, if you had this or that. Let me just steal the phone line from that phone. Put it in here. We'll wire all this in properly later. Okay. And there it is. See? It says, I keep turning that back up. Hang on a minute. It says at the top, load Southwestern Bell services. Now, this isn't going to work these days. But when you first got this thing before, you'd plug it in and you would dial into that. We could do that with the speakerphone, actually. It's got a great speakerphone. The microphone has excellent sensitivity. Hang on now. Let's see. Dial tone. It's got great, let's see. Let's dial into that number and see what it says. It'd probably be a disconnected number, right? Hang on. We gotta hang up and get onto the main screen here. Load. Here we go. The number's already preloaded in there.
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed. Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will only take a moment. By answering just a few questions, we will find out if this offer is right for you.
This is not what I got before.
If you're interested in saving money on car insurance and want to hear about the best rates in the entire country, please press 1 and one of our representatives will assist.
Their phone number's obviously been sold to someone else. This is back in the 90s they put this number on the phone.
For service-related calls, please hold. Otherwise, please press pound.
Who am I even calling? Let's see who we're calling.
Having issues with pests like mice, roaches, spiders, bed bugs, termites, or other nasty home intruders? Press 1 now to learn how you can protect your home today with the leading providers in termite and pest control services.
Like I said, the way this would work, you get the phone, you plug it in, you hit load Southwestern Bell Services, and it would dial into the server, and it would say, welcome, enjoy your new screen phone. We are installing the options that you have on your plan. You know, if you had call waiting, caller ID, three-way calling, there was a, you know, call notes, and then that stuff would come up on the main screen. I don't know
Press 1 now to learn how you can
we've called
protect your
into
home today with the leading providers in termite and pest control services.
I gotta hold my hand on the,
between treatments,
hang on.
so will our experts.
I don't call myself. Yeah. Anyway, that's the handset has the clip on it to where if you're hanging it on the wall, right? And then, how about we call time and temperature?
Good morning. Today is Monday, February 11.
Crazy loud.
We're calling the St. Louis Weather Line, brought to you by Clearly IP and sponsored by Wren Realty. Thank you for calling Weatherline Forecast Service, brought to you by Wren Realty.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
WREN, proud member of the Better Business Bureau, with an A+ rating for over 35 years. Hoarders is not only a popular TV show.
Okay, it's everything's an advertisement now. Anyway, it probably doesn't mean much to a lot of people, but I was excited to get it. I can't believe I finally found it. In mint condition, factory restored. It even has the Southwestern Bell doesn't exist anymore. Now it's all the AT&T now, but it even has the branding, the Southwestern Bell. I've had several versions of this over there. I remember I had one that had Southwestern Bell like right in the middle. I had one that said Cidco right in the middle. They make the phone, but it's branded for Southwestern Bell, and there you go. Once somebody calls, at the top you'll have the, it's not solid white like that, it's just the way the camera's picking it up. You'll have the time and the date. And then, dial it down a little bit. At the top. It has a backlit screen that actually stays backlit for a good, probably 5 minutes. It has a really nice timer. I don't think that's adjustable. I think the screen contrast is adjustable somewhere in the menu. As far as the ringtones, let's see, features. You have edit directory, edit speed dial, screen options. You got brightness. And I know there's a contrast option somewhere. Telephone options. Local area codes, prefixes, network options. Ring sound. Here's the ring sounds for this phone. Basic 90s phone. Nothing too exciting there. So that's, let's see, telephone options, date, time, setup. You can have it sync to the automatic caller ID that comes in, or you can do it manually. Resident services. Yeah, see, this is where it would store, like your Southwestern Bell services. This is where, why do I keep turning that up? This is where you would find what services were loaded on the phone. So yeah, I can't believe it is in mint condition too. Wow. I mean, all the keys, everything. I didn't want to buy a used one and have it have a bunch of problems, you know. This is the ultimate desk business phone from the 90s. And I finally found one. For a good price. I mean, it was less than $100. I couldn't believe it. But, I mean, I search for it all the time. The CST100 by Cidco. You won't find one. Search for it. You won't find it. This is a true gem, and I am so grateful to have found this. And I'm grateful to have shared it with you. So I'm going to get it hooked up, and then be back and slowly rebuilding my empire to what it once was. This is definitely an important piece. This is a killer business phone. I love the directory. I love the screen. Awesome stuff. You guys have a good day. Thanks for letting me share this with you. Probably doesn't mean much to a lot of people, but I'm stoked. I'm going to get this thing wired.